Hey guys, we are live at the Lauren Hour podcast. And it is 2:15 in the AM. Now that is a record for us because we never go live this late. Like we're never on this show this late. So, but let me get back official. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in and welcome to the Lauren Hour with Laura D. And I have my brother here with me. Take it away, Fuzzman.
It's Aaron on tours here, out from Charlotte, North Carolina. On tours here, drinking tonight on this late night.
On this late, beautiful night, my ad, because you know what? Here today in Charlotte, the weather was absolutely beautiful. The weather is beautiful.
83 degrees today.
Yes. Woo. Now I feel bad for my northern folks because I know some of y'all are still up there dealing with the snow. And let me tell you, I'm not for that. I am not for the snow
That's why I
because
moved down this way.
right. People just don't even understand. Like I miss the North so bad. Like I actually really miss the North, but I can't do it anymore. I cannot do it anymore. The North was just it was too much for me. So let me get into it. So guys, Aaron and myself are here tonight to present to you guys a different type of show. Because as you know, here we do like to get a little messy. We like to get deep and we like to turn up and laugh a little bit. But tonight is a special show because we want to just kind of get out here and touch anyone who's going through something. Now, many of viewers might not know, but I've suffered with depression for um, kind of all my life a little bit, but it's never really prohibit me from doing things too much. But when COVID hit, I found myself in a slump. I found myself going through some things I've never went through, and I was in the pits. I was in the pits. Let me tell you, I just didn't know how to pick myself up. And there's days where I still go through, and I find it hard. Like I actually find it hard. And Lord knows, those days they can get really trying at times. Now, Aaron, is there anything you want to add?
Um, see, what have I been diagnosed with? Slight autistic, severe depression, and slight bipolar. With my
It's
autism,
like
it's
bipolar.
where I just pretty much, yeah. But with my autism, I pretty much have to count things for me to be able to pay attention. This has gotten me in trouble all the way going through school, where Halls of Mary Haddle, I could almost tell you
Mhm.
exactly how many towels is inside that school because I counted them every day.
Oh wow,
I had
that
to.
is.
It's the only way that I can concentrate. And it got to the point where even growing up, like I'd be at work and my boss will swear I'm
Mhm.
not paying attention because I have to count stuff. Like I can listen to you while I'm counting stuff.
Yeah, but you know what? A lot of people don't even understand that. And being a mother of an awesome son, not sure if a lot of people know that. I have a 5 year old. His name is Carter. He is the most awesome kid on the block. And he was diagnosed with autism officially last year, but I knew at the age of 9 months that my son was a little bit different because he didn't do things the way my other children did. He didn't speak on time. He didn't call me mama. I literally did not hear mama out of his mouth until last year, like up until last year. So last year was actually the first time I heard mama come out of my son's mouth. And I think finding out that my son had autism uh, really played a role in my mental health because I was trying to figure out what did I do wrong? What did I do that caused my child to have, this thing that is labeled as a disability, but secretly is a superpower. Most
Well,
people
what if
don't
I
even
told you
understand.
from what I tell you from day one, sis? Ain't nothing wrong with my nephew.
No, nothing wrong with him. Not at all. And you know what? I thank God that I had you and the support of our other family members, because that absolutely made the best difference like in our lives, and it made it easier for me to kind of cope with some of the challenges that comes along with being a mother of an awesome son. um, some of the things were him not being able to connect emotionally with me, or him not wanting to be touched too much, and him kind of like wanting to do his own thing. So sometimes this world can be a cruel place, and they don't understand people who are on the spectrum, because everyone operates differently on the spectrum. All children who are on the spectrum do not operate the same, and they have certain things that they don't like, they have certain things that they do like, and they have certain things that they're just not open to. And sometimes I wish the world could understand that because you're different, it does not make you less than, or you have to be so strict, or maybe not strict, but some people try to force you to change something you can't help. Some people feel like yelling at you or just being stern on you is going to change the fact that you might have bipolar disorder, or you might have autism, or you might have a personality disorder, or you might have PTSD, or you have social anxiety. Yelling at someone and trying to force them into something different is not going to help them. It takes time, it takes work, and it takes counseling. So I wanted to get that out there, but but I really wanted to address yesterday. So today we are here because I was in my bed and I was going through it emotionally. So emotionally, this week have been so trying for me, and I found myself wallowing in self pity. And so I said, "Well, why are you going to lay here? Why are you going to lay here and feel sorry for yourself? Girl, get up and inspire someone else." Every day that I get up, every day that I achieve a new goal, every day I set out a task and I conquer it, that is a testament in itself. So that's why I wanted to get on here and kind of address yesterday. So, bro, I wrote yesterday a letter, because guess what?
That's what's up. Fuck
Fuck
yesterday.
yesterday. Fuck
That's what I'm
yesterday.
talking about.
Yesterday can kiss the grits.
I
Oh, the
mean,
grits.
if we're going truthfully, probably the day before that too. Fuck that too.
Right. Fuck my past, period. Okay. The past can come back and just fucking take a nice little fuck. Oh my goodness. So many people are going to get on my case about that. So I had it right yesterday. I said, "Dear yesterday, you came so swift into my day. You brought me pain that I still feel today. Yesterday was you. And yesterday, you were dirty and cruel. Yesterday, you are a past day that will always have a place in my thoughts. You are a past day that may affect how I see life and how I take this journey called life. But dear yesterday, you have to remember that you are my past. So that's where you need to stay. Yesterday, today is my present day, and I'm ready to conquer that and face everything that today has to bring. Yesterday, you were full of my past hurt, trauma, and you were full of traumatic days for me too. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get emotional, because you know how my day was yesterday. I said, but yesterday you were also full of fun. You were full of love. You were full of people that I adore and I care about. I said, yesterday you have no place in my future though, because yesterday you are remnants of a past day that has no place or bearing in my life today. And the reason why you have no place or bearing in my life today is because Today is a joyous day. Today is the day I take hold of my future and I remember who I am. Yesterday does not make me who I am. Yesterday helps mold me, but today I create my destiny. Today I create the person that I want to be. Today I remember that yesterday did bring great memories. Yesterday did bring great pain. But yesterday, let me tell you this, you didn't win. You didn't win when you came and you tried to steal my joy. You tried to have me down. And yesterday, you tried to make me feel pity. But yesterday, again, I had great memories. I took a walk with my family. I cooked dinner with my children. I laughed at things that were not funny. I told a bad joke and no one laughed. And yesterday, even though I really wanted those laughs, it was still a great memory. But yesterday, you also have placed hidden scars on me. The scars that are placed so deep in my soul that no one would ever see, no one would ever know unless I speak of yesterday. So I learned that sometimes speaking of yesterday can be healing for my soul. But when I speak of yesterday, I still know and I still understand you have no place in my presence. So yesterday, the pain, the misunderstandings, the hurt, the depression is not something that I'm taking into today. Those are the things that I was meant to forget. Those are the pains that mold me and help me to learn life lessons. Though I might not forget all of yesterday's pains today, there is still a chance that I will go on with my days, my future, and this present, and I will take and start to create the best memories that I can for me and my family. And I have to remember yesterday, no one can ever be healthy mentally or physically by living in yesterday because you're a faded day, you're a past memory. Even though I will hold you dear, but I know, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry. I know that today is a day for me to create. Today is a day for me to create a new understanding of myself. And that new understanding have to understand that yesterday does bring pain, but today bring bright days, bright beginnings, new possibilities, a whole lot of options for me to create the life that I deserve, for me to create the family that I deserve, for me to tackle my mental health. Today, I greet you with all arms open. And I thank yesterday for teaching me these lessons. But today, we're on this new journey. And then you'll be yesterday. And I would have learned a new lesson. And I would have been able to create this new life and this new joy that I call me. I was trying to I was trying not to cry because I
yesterday
needed
sucked.
yesterday sucked. Yesterday sucked. But the reason why I wrote that letter to yesterday, and people say, what the heck? You wrote a letter to yesterday. I had to write that down because I had feelings that I just couldn't comprehend. I couldn't understand why I was feeling this way and why I couldn't get over it. And then it dawned on me. My past pain, my past trauma was holding on me so tight, it had me in a vice grip. And because of that past trauma, I can't move on in my current life because I want to hold on to things that I'm not going to say don't matter anymore, but I can't change. I lived and I learned, right? I lived and I learned. So, what do I do with that? I put my best foot forward and I create a new day. My new day has to be better than yesterday. And the reason why it has to be better than yesterday is because we can't live life living in the past and then expecting for the new day to bring bright beginnings. It's like trying to nurture your garden. I can't
Yeah.
focus on my garden today if I'm stuck on yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to
Yeah.
give new light into my situations. Tell me what you took from that letter to yesterday.
Pretty much just that, yeah, yesterday came with a lot of bad, but it also brought some good.
Mm-hmm.
And as hard as it tried, it didn't stop you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're still here.
Right.
At
We're
the
still
end of the
here.
day, you're still here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know, like just listening to you say that. I know I don't want to put any of my personal business out here, but it's just like
Mm-hmm.
a reading that I said is that I was reading the other day that what doesn't make sense is uh, private apologies for
Mm-hmm.
public disrespect.
Mm. Yes.
So maybe that's what something that I feel if like just like listening to that. I don't know why I brought that towards my mind, but
Mm.
just feels like there's something I need to actually think about.
I get that. But also I wanted to write that to actually to forgive myself because sometimes we live so much in the past that we beat ourselves down and we keep on saying should have, would have, could have, you know? And a lot of people don't understand that if you beat yourself down so much from past mistake or past things, there is no way for you to breathe life into your future. There is no way for you to walk into your tomorrow and be successful because you'll be hindering yourself at the door. And I realized that yesterday. And I said, Alora, if you keep on pondering on what you cannot change or what you did not do right or what you possibly done wrong for situations to happen, how can you find your happiness for the next day? How could you find it? You can't because you'll be beating yourself down daily with yesterday. When yesterday, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter anymore, but you can't change yesterday. All you can do is learn from the life lesson that yesterday brought you and journey on to today and just adjust. It's like science, right? And scientists always dabble with a formula, right? If it's
Yeah.
not just right, they keep tweaking it until it gets right. And that's how we have to look at our life. Each day that you take a step to tweak your formula, which is you're your formula. You're the scientist tweaking you. So every time you tweak you and you create a better version of you, eventually you're going to have your aha moment and you're going to have it totally figured out. And when you have it figured out, you are a brand new person. You are a person who has elevated. You are a person who has grown. So then you're ready to walk into your season. And go ahead, Aaron. I want you to go ahead and say something. What you feel about that?
Uh, just thinking about it, like I mean, I kind of feel like that's what I have to do every day. Like I feel like as if every day beats me down to the point where I wake up and I have to repair myself every day to where the
Yes.
point I just repair myself just enough to cope through the day
Mm-hmm.
because there's so much repairing that needs to be done. And it's like sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't know if I got enough repairing inside of me to make it through
Right.
this.
Mm. I like that what you just said, repairing myself. And as humans, that's all we can do is we can just fix ourselves. We can fix the things that we know are things that may not be right. And I love that you said that the fact that you have the mindset of repairing yourself means that you're ready to start the journey to healing, you know?
I've been trying. It's hard to get out of my own way and stop listening to
Mm,
my mind tell me that things that people said may be true. It's
mm.
like I know I'm not perfect, but I don't feel like I'm as bad as people make me seem to be.
No, no. Um, you know what I've learned about myself? I learned this about myself. I learned that I always cared what people said about me and how people viewed me because I wanted to be the perfect specimen. I wanted to be the proper person. I wanted to be the perfect person to please others. But then I had to realize I am me and I can only be me genuinely. I can't alter who I am to fit someone else's agenda. And then I learned that people always have a hidden agenda. When you can never do right, when you can never say the right things, and blame is always just being placed on you, and you're trying to do better, you have to get to a point where you say, listen, self, you are doing all that you can do. Self, no matter what they say, no matter how you view you, love on you. I love me. I love myself. Because guess what? Everyone's opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one. Everyone has them, and everyone's going to want things done according to the way they deem is fit. And that's just not going to work for me. Might not work for you neither. At least I hope not. That's why I had to get on here today and say, fuck yesterday. Yesterday, you dirty son of a gun. You grimy girl. You grimy whatever. Fuck you royally. Because I am the designer of my fate. God gave me free will, right? That's what's said. So if that is the case, then I design the path that I want to walk. I create my own destiny. I am going to create my success. And no matter if it takes me a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I am going to keep on pushing down that path.
Facts.
Because why the hell not? Shoot. And you know what? I'm a Leo. And I had to realize that I'm a powerhouse. And some people don't like powerhouses. Mentally, I'm a powerhouse. And I realized that a lot of people would try to attack me mentally because they felt like I was too strong. And when you're too strong willed, people have to break you down emotionally to make you seem like, to make them seem like they can get on your level, or even not even on your level, to make them feel good about themselves because they see you walking in your confidence. And the world is a sneaky place full of sneaky people. And you
Yep.
have to make sure you're on guard at all times. You have to be on guard. But the key to that is knowing who you are. Like I have to step out every time and I have to realize I am the shit. I am the shit. Allure D, you are the shit. And if no one else is going to tell me I'm the shit, I'm going to tell myself that. Because guess what? That's called positive reinforcement. I have to reinforce that in myself. I had to realize I can't look to other people to give me happiness. I have to take this universe and snatch my happiness up out of here. Every day I get up, I'm snatching my happiness. Every day I wake up, I am snatching my joy. You understand me? That's what you have to do. And whoever is in my way of that joy, I'm a big chick. I
Fuck 'em.
am I am the busing you, okay? What's the name? The bus Jerome Betts.
Mm,
I will Jerome Best you, okay? Pittsburgh
I ain't heard that
Nation.
name in forever.
Now listen, I love me some Jerome Betts.
Mm,
Real. Bus Man. Ooh, I wonder what else he can. Bus Man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It still gets
So,
hard to wake up thinking about yourself like that when it's the people that you love that can sometimes be the one to knock you down.
mm, but you know what? Sometimes it's the people that we love the most. And you would just have to realize sometimes they love themselves more than they can love anyone else. And then you have to realize if you're loving on you that much and you don't have enough to give to me, then I definitely have to love on me a little bit more.
Or maybe they're going through stuff too and they don't want to talk about it.
But you
So you
know
have to
what?
let them.
And that may be true, but you're not psychic. No one is psychic. If you're going through something, reach out to the person that you love and talk to them, you know? But then
Yeah.
also you have, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was listening.
But also I hate because sometimes man, man, let me tell you, my behind get to talking and I gotta get to listening too.
Mm. I'm up towards there, keep sipping on towards this margarita, and I'm like, does margarita
That
go
you're not
bad?
supposed to be drinking.
Shut your mouth, okay? I feel good drinking this. Like all of a sudden, I feel really good. I don't feel depressed.
So just so everybody know, bro is drinking imagination margarita. That's okay. Because I
It's
got
not
my
an
little
imaginary.
this is my Belvedere, my imagination Belvedere in this water bottle.
This
But
is
you know
actual
they
margarita. I ain't imagining
Belvedere
nothing over
aka
here.
H2O. But let me tell you something. Yo, let me tell you. My behind has been so like I just been behind like on so much stuff. So I had not realized that Megan Thee Stallion, someone told me she's suing her record label. What was it? 15 what was her record label? And I was just like, why is someone's like, why Megan Thee Stallion always in court? And I was
I
just
don't
like,
know.
wait, Megan Thee Stallion's in court? I thought she didn't punch somebody else, and but I found out that Tory Lanez right now. I guess is on trial for shooting her.
Yeah, I still don't get the whole entire purpose of that. Like, why shoot somebody in the foot?
You know what? I think he wanted to be like Harlem Nights. You remember that movie Harlem Nights with Eddie Murphy and Della Reese, and they're back there. What was his name on that movie? Swift or something like that. And
Yeah.
so they're trying to fight it out over some money he said she stole or whatnot, and she's back there beating his behind, and he's like, I'm gonna make her dance, and he says, pow pow, and she, oh, I think he was trying to have one of those moments. I really kind of think he was trying to. I think when he did that, that movie was playing in his mind. I'm gonna make her dance, pow pow pow.
So he wanted to be Della Reese when he saw it. I mean,
No, he
why
wanted
not
to
be Eddie
be
Murphy?
Eddie Murphy. Yes, he wanted to
No,
be
Eddie
Swift.
Murphy. Oh yeah, Eddie Murphy did shoot Della Reese because she pulled the
Yeah,
knife
what was
out.
his name in that movie?
Quick.
Quick. Oh, he was quick. Because he
Oh,
shot that
you
little
want to
too
hit
up.
people with trash cans? Now I gotta cut you.
Oh, right. That is what she said. Now I gotta cut you. You know what? Rest in peace to Della Reese because I loved her. She was so iconic in my life. Like growing up, watching her on Touched by an Angel and so many other shows. I was like, this woman right here.
Do you want to know
I
what? I
promise
may
you.
be late about this, but did you know that Eddie Murphy actually shouted her out in the movie Life during the fight scene
No.
when Big Dude hit him? He said, "I know a bitch named Della Reese that hit harder than you."
Oh my goodness. No, I had no clue. I had
Hmm.
no clue. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Oh, Megan Thee Stallion suing her record label, 1501, because
What they do?
she's never got paid for her work. Like, yo, pay her money, run her money, yo. I don't even get it. Like, and
I
then I
don't.
thought the thing with Tory Lanez was over with. And here it comes in headlines again. And I've been so caught up in my head, I didn't even realize this was like a thing. I was just like, yo, Tory, you shooting women, and then you on Instagram talking about, oh, I was slanging good pipe and two girls was over here mad about me. I'm like, ooh, you was slanging that pipe. Well, go ahead and release it on Twitter for us to see. And
Yeah,
then
if
we'll
ain't no
be the
pictures,
judge
it
if
may
it's
never happen.
right. We're gonna be the judge of whether that's the reason why you shot her or not. Go ahead and release that thing. Make that thing.
I mean, I don't want to see it, but I'm pretty
I
sure
do.
if we call up Brandon, he's gonna want to look it up.
He said Brandy gonna look it up. Brandy gonna be
Yeah.
like, that's about average. That is so funny. But also I wanted to address Kim and Kanye. I said, you know what, bro? We got to get a little bit messy. I didn't have no plans on getting messy because my little situation over here be messy, but I was all for Kanye. I was for Kanye. And then I realized Kanye toxic. He out here slinging toxic meat.
I mean, but
Like,
weren't the Kardashians already toxic?
yeah, but they were able to get rid of their men once. Once God forgive me. Once Chris was done with Bruce, aka Caitlyn, she went and turned into a
It was still
whole
there though.
and minded her
Yeah, but
business. Caitlyn went.
from what I
They
understand, don't she still live in the house with them?
no, she has her own
Oh,
crib. Chris has her new
about
boyfriend.
huh?
Man, that
Wait.
Kardashian must got some turtle snap. They got some snapper whack.
Mm,
Cause what the heck? You enter and you come out a whole woman, you a whole man, and then you come out a whole woman. Like, woo, that
See,
is just
I stopped
all the way.
listening to a lot of this stuff about the whole Caitlyn Jenner. Like, I think at one point I heard that like she wants to be a woman, but she still wants to date women.
I
And then
don't
after
know. I
that, I
mean,
kind of
well,
gave up on towards it.
that would means that she's just bi, and there's a lot of bi people in the world. So, Caitlin, if you want your Peckerwood and
See,
you want your
I'm trying to be
turtle,
politically
not
correct and
go
not get
ahead,
us
girl.
canceled, so I can't say what I feel about it.
You watch your mouth, Aaron. Watch your
I'm just
mouth.
saying that's why I just said I'm just gonna let it be at that. I'm gonna let it be.
Okay, so recently, Kim was able to be declared single. I know Kanye is at somewhere making another video burying Pete Davidson alive because I know he's somewhere like knock knock. Who's that that's looking out your window? Pow! Nobody now. I know he's somewhere lurking in the bushes. Oh, he was trying it though. He was trying it. Yo, they said he fired his lawyers. I know what he was doing. He fired them lawyers because he thought the judge was going to say, no, let's push it back. He don't have no lawyers. That judge said, sorry, Mr. Kanye. I think not. But you know what? Let me not laugh because I feel like he is in pain and he is hurting. But at the same time, you want your wife back, Kanye, give her some space. Give her some space. Gotta give her some space. And the reason why I say that, are you okay?
I was gonna say, I mean, it's easy to give somebody space when they don't come back to your house every day. So as long
That's
as y'all
true.
live separately, you get space or get time apart.
Yeah. But with Kanye, I would say this because it's sometimes it's amusing. Kanye, focus on your mental health. Kanye, your mental health is so important right now. The more you push Kanye, the more she's gonna pull away. Kanye, just relax, take it easy, do you for a little bit. If she comes back, then it's your destiny. If not, then God has something different for you. You have to understand that. Because at this point, Mr. West, you might not understand that you pushing so much can be making her view you as a perceived threat, even though that's not what you're trying to be. So you just have to take a step back and just let it run its course. Your children are going to be your children. They're going to love you through it all. They're going to always remember that their father was someone who loved them and cared about them deeply, and care about them, not cared, because it's not gone. But I think Kanye needs to find Kanye again. And Kanye finding Kanye again, if that means doing music, producing, Kanye, find you, bro. Find you.
I'm talking about that college dropout Kanye, not the Kanye we have now.
Yeah, not Kanye wearing that mask to the Super Bowl to watch the Super Bowl out of all the good holes. Like, bro, what are you doing? Because when Lil North was sitting there, she was agitating, like, why daddy gotta wear that though?
Hey, I hate coming places with him.
I'm sick of daddy always on this BS. This some bullshit, daddy. This some bullshit. I promise you, I know Lil North was sitting over there. My daddy always on some bullshit. I know her friends be walking to school with bags over their heads. I know they got she got to feel some type of way.
Like, hey, this is North Daddy.
But you know what? I don't even think that young lady would view him like that. I think she would probably view him as the dopest dad. Because if my dad went that hard for me and to be with me and my siblings, I wouldn't see him as a villain. Now it was too much about that house across the street from Kim. I get what he was trying to do, but that's just too much. Give her space. Give Kim her space. And also, I kind of want to address like how many people have been so nasty to Kim about this. I think Kim I think this was her longest marriage. And I think she held on as hard as she could. But I think that she had her breaking point because I don't think that her and her family was capable of handling Kanye and what he was going through. And I think that was a culture thing. And I think that in certain communities, they think about embarrassment, or maybe not even culture, maybe like a status thing, because she probably is going to parties and Kanye's probably over there doing some crazy stuff, talking to the ice sculptures like, but you ain't really in me frozen, because when you think about it, you're not even solid, because you can melt at any time. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even have to be sitting here up on this table being ice, because if you look in your soul, you deeper than ice. Like Kanye was probably over there on some stuff like that. And it's like, Kanye's talking to the sculpture again. And she's like, oh my God, Kanye, come on. But no, B, just chill out. I'm so stupid. Oh my God, I'm a mess today.
Crazy is crazy. I just feel like crazy is crazy. I mean, you can't. After a while, you got to just walk away from crazy.
We're not gonna label him as crazy. We're gonna label him as unique, because I have my moments. Like, I literally have my moments where I'll be in the mirror having a whole conversation with myself. Like, I have to give myself pep talks. Like, I'll be like, girl, you're gonna go in this store and you're gonna get this food and you ain't gonna spend $1 more. You understand? Or when I'm about to go and I'm about to be into a situation I'm so nervous about, and I be talking to myself like, you got this. Girl, you know you got this, bitch. You the shit. I know I'm the shit. You know, legit.
Yeah, so we're not going to tell me that you're not allowed to. I had a friend that told me you're not allowed to answer yourself. But I feel like that's the most disrespectful thing you can do. How dare I talk to myself and myself feel like he ain't got to answer me?
Right.
I beat his ass.
Right.
Who do you think this is?
Right.
Like, I ain't want to.
Like, nigga, I ain't you.
Like, I ain't one of your little friends in the street. You ain't gonna ignore me.
Right. It's like, do you know I would mess you up eternally? mentally, because I'm telling you, I got control. If I tell you shut up, be quiet, you're gonna be quiet. And you in your head, like, yeah, but I'm gonna be talking later. Oh my
Like, I don't
goodness.
know who be. I like you can argue with yourself, and you don't really know who's winning the argument
Right.
because both sides is gonna say that they winning. Like,
I'm
yeah,
like,
man,
no, I'm winning, no, no, bro.
like,
Man,
yeah,
you
man,
heard
that
how
man know
long.
he know not to talk to me like that again. What you mean? I know not to talk to you like that again. I'm still talking. You ain't gonna be talking in a
Oh
minute.
my goodness. You
Mm.
know what? I'm gonna pop one last Zanny, and that's gonna be it. We all gonna be quiet in here. Oh my goodness. I'm so crazy because you know what? I have to give myself jokes like that because I legit be having those conversations with myself.
I'll
Oh,
always talk to myself.
I think it's healthy. A lot of people say it's not healthy, but it's like we live in a time and day where you cannot like have a conversation with people outside of your circle
People
because
that say
like
that
my
it's
circle.
unhealthy to
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no people that say that it's unhealthy to talk to themselves are people that don't whose selves don't want to talk to them. Like you that lame of a
That
person to
really
where
like
you
themselves.
even yourself is like, I don't want to talk to you at all. Like I don't care what you do, just don't involve me
I
in
don't
it.
like the way you look. I don't like the way you walk.
Mm.
Your breath stink.
So, so now all of a
But
sudden
no,
it's
it's like,
that
yeah,
ain't.
I gotta smell that.
So now it's all
Right.
of a
Oh
sudden
my
it's
goodness.
that's not good to talk to yourself. I never talk to myself because yourself don't like you.
You say yourself don't like you. Facts. Like facts. That is so funny. But you know what I was trying to say before he took me off beat? Yo, listen. It is healthy to talk to yourself. Like I have to talk to, like I have to literally mentally prepare myself for certain situations. Like sometimes, like walking in the room with someone I don't like, I have to be like, girl, now you know you don't like her. Don't you walk up in there slapping her. Like in your mind, you telling your mind, don't slap her. But then you ain't got no control over your hands. So you have to, like you know that one situation where you be like, I ain't gonna smack her, and so you had to have these pep talks with yourself. Like I literally had to be talking to my hands like, listen, don't you go up in here slapping on nobody doing nothing stupid. You understand? Put yourself together, say the Lord's Prayer. We go do this right. We not gonna go to jail tonight. But sometimes that is the healthiest thing for you to calm yourself down. That is the way in the world of autism, people say that kids stimuli. That's their way of calming themselves down. And sometimes talking to yourself can be a source of stimming, and that's how you calm yourself down.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I don't think it's nothing wrong with it. Now, the moment I hear you answer in a different tone, I will be worried. I will get a little slightly worried. I will be
I
like,
mean, one voice might be madder than the other one. Like this voice may be calm, and that other one might not be. That happens
so
sometimes. Look, I usually I'll walk into a room and I'll be like, all right, let's have this conversation with ourselves on what we gonna say to these people. The conversation will go one way. Then all of a sudden I'll be like, all right, don't get in here and act a fool. And then he'll be like, well, I promised the other dude that I'm definitely gonna act a fool. So I don't
get in here,
know.
break some glass.
Yeah, and then you get in there, and then the things that you're supposed to be saying don't get said out because the other side is like, I'm saying what I want to say, and now the whole conversation's gone all to hell.
End up mad at yourself at the end of the night. Like, I'm not even gonna talk to you for like 3 days
Like,
straight. Up in your
like
own
then
head, feels lonely.
like none of
Yeah.
that is what I said there for us to say. Well, I went in there and I thought something different. Like
Right.
they said what they said, and I said what I said. Like
Right.
that ain't we went in there anticipating that they was gonna say that. Yeah, but I
You
didn't
know what's
like
so
it.
you know what's so crazy is when I was in high school, I'm not gonna lie, I still do it now. I used to be faking fights in my head and arguments, right? I used to be in the mirror like talking crap to myself, like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Like I'm gonna throat punch you. Like, girl, you think you all that, but I know I'm all that. Like, I don't even like the shoes you got on, but your daddy do. Like, what type of stuff is that? What type of answer? That is the weirdest. Like, yeah, bitch, that bitch weird. Like, that's the type of stuff I'll be on, like, in my head. Like, faking, like, in my head, thinking about fights I won and lost. I'm like,
In middle school and high school, I didn't have to think about fights in my head because it's like no matter where I went to, somebody wanted to fight me for some odd
Lord,
reason.
Lord. Some odd reason, huh? Bro,
I
listen.
didn't really do anything to people. You can ask your husband. There was one time in middle school, first day at East. Only thing I did was got in line to go get breakfast. So one
Uh-huh.
dude named Brandon Moore
Nigga,
came and
ooh,
jumped
ooh,
in
no
front of
names,
me.
no names, no names,
Oh,
no
sorry.
names.
Okay.
We're gonna call him
We'll
Brandon
call him
Moose. Brandon Moose. Ooh, my
Brandon.
lips is thirsty. Ooh, my lips is thirsty. My lips is
But he
thirsty.
came and he jumped at me,
Ooh.
and I guess I was supposed to be afraid, and I didn't jump. And I think that my reaction was to jump back at him, and he kind of fell backward,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody laughed at him. So that was pretty much the end of us ever being friends after that.
Lord, that is messy. But we did get an inbox, and I wanted to wait until we got the whole cast here. But I want to get a little messy.
I'm down for the
Let's get a
drama.
little bit. Let's get a little messy.
I'm down for whatever.
Right. So I have hit inbox. Let me find it real quick. I cannot reveal no names.
All right.
Oh, here we go. So the inbox reads, Dear Alora D. Hey girl, what's up? I know that you have your little hood story sections, but I have a story to tell. Not quite sure if it's a hood tale. You be the judge. So I am trying to debate whether I should apologize to my best friend or not. I found out that my best friend slept with one of my exes. This ex, I kind of still had feelings for. So she didn't tell me about it. He didn't tell me about it. The way that I found out was through her sister. Her sister inboxed at me to let me know that my ex and her sister were creeping on the low. So I wouldn't be upset that she was messing with him. I'm just upset of the fact that she did not tell me. So, oh, oh my God. I'm about to, okay, this one, okay. So, whew, so since they wanted to be nasty and stanky and messy, and ratchet because that's what she is ratchet with no edges. Woo! She has no edges, and I mean none. She looked like Freddy Krueger off of the movie Nightmare on Elm Street. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. Since they wanted to be nasty and messy, I decided that I was going to poke holes in his condom because little do she know, I still mess with him. He has 8 children already. She has none. Don't plan on having any kids. And I told her that he could not have kids. I lied because she was telling me that I needed birth control because I have 6 kids of my own and I shouldn't get pregnant by him. So I didn't want to hear her judgment. So I told her that he had a vasectomy. So now they're messing around. Not sure if she's pregnant or not. But am I dirty for for poking holes in this condom? Because I hope he get hit with child support because that's the type of hood rat chick she is. She's definitely gonna be looking for a come up. And I know he can't afford no more kids because he ain't had an income tax in 7 years. Yo, yo, she took me out when she said she poked holes in his condom. Is that okay? Is that a hood story? Do we deem that as a hood story?
Fuck it. Hood story. I mean, it happened in the hood, so hood story.
You know what? She didn't even
Um,
specify, but I know her, so I know she the hood. Oh my God. Don't be
Well, I
mad
mean,
at
when
me.
you start talking about people, I just feel like once you start talking about people's edges looking like Freddy Krueger and stuff, you gotta be in the hood.
You got to be in the hood because she talking about
Mhm.
edges. You right. You right.
So here's what's messed up about this letter is that I can understand your friend not telling you about the fact because if they just messing around, she probably don't know how you still. I mean, wait a minute, she know that you still messing with them too. So,
No, she says she doesn't know that.
uh,
She says, little does she know, I still be messing with him.
okay, so. But maybe she felt like she don't know how you still feel about him, and if this is just a little fling where she just gonna get some on the side, she ain't want to ruin a friendship over that. Now you poking holes in the condoms. That
She done ruined some lives.
I don't really see how your friend gonna get a come up from a guy who already got 8 kids and don't get no money as it is. Like if all of his money's going towards these 8 kids, adding number 9 ain't gonna help
He
nobody
ain't
in
had
this equation.
taxes in 7 years. He ain't had a tax return in 7 years. That means he's on back child support. Back child support. So that's probably why she did her like that. She did her like that because she probably know her situation. Her situation is reading a little pole, her little pole house.
Sound
Lord,
like
girl,
both of them two is on reading a little bit of the Poe House. I don't even see why you get mad at this dude for doing something with
that
like.
yeah, but eight
Sound like them.
kids, 8 kids, homegirl. He hitting all type of switches. He from the community. He is a take one time, one day, and throw it back. You know how you go fishing and you catch that fish for fun just to say you caught that fish, girl. That's what he was. Throw him back to the sea. Throw him back to the sea, girl. You should not have been trying to compromise. She gonna sue you. She gonna sue you. Ooh, she girl. If she end up pregnant, girl, I wonder if her baby gonna have edges.
Ah,
Oh my goodness. She said she ain't got no edges, look like Freddy Cougar out of a Nightmare on Elm Street. So it's the side of her head burnt. That's what I'm just like, you know how Freddy's face look? Like, is it burnt? Like, why,
you know,
girl?
it'd be
You
funny
had it.
is if
Not
she does have
Freddy.
this. It'd be funny if she had his baby and the baby came out hand first with just a claw.
Ooh, little Freddy baby. Girl, let me get you together for real. So, honey, let, she took me out when she said, because I was trying not to like bi, baby girl, baby. Let me tell you, that is a hood story. I'll give you that. You are the first hood story on the Allure Hour podcast with Allure D. But honey, come on. Poking holes in the condom, not only is that vindictive, that is childish, and that is
Super.
malicious, and that should be deemed a criminal act. And
Should be,
technically,
but
I
I think
think
it's
you
just
should be.
frowned upon.
No, that should be a criminal act. She done poked holes in this man's condoms and he thinking he having safe protected sex and she didn't sabotage. Now she should be paying child support. She should be paying half of his child support. You don't
Should.
agree?
Mm,
That
I
is, honey,
mean,
listen. Go ahead, Aaron, because she just made
I'm.
me. I'm gonna
I
say
don't
some
know.
stuff. I get, old girl was sleeping with that man behind your back. But was she worth ruining your friendship and getting her stuck with this kid for life? Because obviously there's something about her that you know that she is not financially equipped or maybe not even mentally equipped to have a child. And you're so petty and you're gonna be mad at me because but hey, listen, here at the Lauren Hour, we give it to you as it is.
Hey,
You're
actually,
beyond petty.
but is the friendship over though? Because technically, none of us know who this is. This girl may not even, the girl who gets pregnant may not even watch the show. Or if she does, then she probably might not be smart enough to put it all together.
But I get that, but she knows that what she did was wrong.
Yeah.
She obviously feels some guilt. She wanted to ask us if this was a hood story because this was a hood story. This was a 330 hood story. Like, honey, no, that is shame on you. And let me hurry up and wrap this up. Let me tell you why this is a shame. you're messing with life. This is going to be a child that has to come into this world, and we don't know if either parent will be prepared. Well, we don't know if she's pregnant or not, but if she is pregnant and she becomes pregnant, you have now possibly created a horrible condition to for this child to come into, because obviously this guy is not going to commit to her. Obviously he's not going to commit to you because he has 8 children out here running around. Let's think about how this is going to impact our community. That's another child who might be possibly fatherless. That is another woman who may potentially be a single mother, and you would have had your hand in that. Let's not be divisive and tear down each other so much because we want to get revenge on someone who hurt us. It should not be, if they got me, I'm going to get them. You understand?
I mean, she can always be the child's godmother. I guess that'll be her payback for it. Just step up and do that
Okay,
part.
Aaron, I like that idea. Listen,
I'm just trying to be
listen,
helpful.
right. Just be helpful. If this girl ends up pregnant, I know you better feel guilty. And you better sign up. I have a feeling this girl's gonna watch the show and know who you. Ooh, listen. If she doesn't find out, do the right thing by that baby. Be that baby's godmother.
I mean,
Be.
maybe she.
I don't even know if I want her around my baby. No, I can't even do that because that was messy. Like, what if the baby comes out with a full head of hair? Is you gonna shave the baby's sides? Is you gonna put Nair in the baby's lotion so the baby
Take
has
these
no
edges right off this baby.
color? I no longer trust you. These are the questions that's in my mind now. Are you going to feed the baby Similac or 2% milk? Like,
I mean, and another thing, I don't really trust girls these days that don't have any kids. Like, there's probably something wrong with these girls.
right.
Like, they probably
Well,
already can't
no,
have kids.
well, no. You know what? Some women just don't have children because they might have come from a big family. And when you come from a big family, when you're the oldest, you always have to take care of the little siblings. And it's like if you're like kid number 1, kid number 2, kid number 3. Kid number 1 has to take care of kid number 2. Kid 2 got to take care of kid number 3. Kid 3 got to take care of kid number 4. That's just how it is being in a big family. That's how it was for me growing up. And that's how my kids are for each other. They look out for each other. But then I had to come to realize, like, nah, this is exhausting on my kids. It's not my kids. They don't want kids. And I want grandkids. Like, so, yeah, no. So girl, that is messy. That should have said, well, that's a hood tale and a messy. I should combine hood tales with the with the hood tales, because that is a mess, girl. That is a mess. That is a mess. Now I'm giving you side. It's like, I'm giving you no side because here is no judgment. It's a judgment. Nah, we don't judge your ass. So nah.
I'm judging. I'm definitely judging. That one there is maliciously
She
cruel.
malicious. Ooh, girl, because I get my tea from her. She be bringing me all type of tea. I just can't believe. I hope she lied to me. I hope she lied to me. Girl, I hope you lied to me because she be bringing me all type of messy tea. Like, I be sipping while she's spilling. Like, girl, ooh, like dropping hot tea. Like, I probably got some burns on my chest from the tea she be spilling because it be piping hot. Now she just
Mm.
spilled that tea about herself. Girl, you is a mess. You is a mess, but I love you, boo. You know, keep coming to me with these hot stories because I need it. My fans want this hot stories. But it has been almost an hour. We're literally 1 minute away from an hour. Aaron, I want to thank you for coming on with me because it was just us tonight. But you know what? I needed this. I needed to clear my mind. I needed to tell yesterday, fuck you. I needed to tell yesterday, you control me not anymore. That don't make no type of sense, but you're not in control of my life or destiny. I had to tell yesterday, that I forgive yesterday for being so painful. But I also want to thank yesterday for all the great emotions and great things that yesterday brought into my life. But I have to tell yesterday, stay your funky behind in the past. My present is today, my future is tomorrow, and I'm going to keep on working on this present day for me to be me and move forward. So, to all my listeners and all my fans, if you are going through mental health issues, if you feel depressed, if you are sad, and you feel like there is no hope for tomorrow, just remember that you are loved. And whether no one else tells you this today or tomorrow, your girl Alora D is telling you, I don't have to physically know you. I don't have to be in your presence. Anyone who is under the sound of my voice, I love you. And the reason why I love you, because everyone in this world have a burden to bear. And that burden can be hard sometimes. So I just want you to know that no matter where you are or where you are from, I love you because you are my brother. You are my sister. We may not know each other, but guess what? We share this earth together. We share this planet Earth together. And if we're walking this earth together, I want us all to win and us all to be happy. But also reach out to your counselors, reach out to your church, reach out to the person sitting on the corner that you don't know. If you hit rock bottom, reach out to someone who could potentially help lift you up, because you never know who is that person who may have a word for you or have some encouragement. Never judge a book by its cover. Remember that we are all in this together, and when we love each other, we will all win. We will all win. So if medication is the option, guys, talk to your doctors. Talk to your doctors and see if there are prescription drugs that can help you with whatever mental issues that you're going through, or whatever it is that you need, whether it be depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, whatever it is. And remember, these things don't make you different. They make you awesome. You see the world in a different lens than everyone else. But I'm going to leave you guys with this. Love on you. You are amazing. You are powerful. You have to believe these things and speak life into yourself. You are the creators of your own destiny. You have to believe that your aura is strong and powerful, because when you understand that and you believe that, guess what? Not too many things can get to you. But this has been the Alora Hour with your girl, Laura D. And I just want to tell you guys I love you. Aaron, I just want to thank you for getting on this thing at 2 o'clock in the morning with me. All right, guys. Peace out, Aaron. Tell the people bye. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.